let's dive into this particular topic of building a power team. So first thing is you're probably going to need, there's going to be a handful of people that you're going to need right off the bat. Your power team will grow over time. It's going to get bigger and bigger, but you're going to need a investor-friendly realtor, a realtor that understands what you're trying to do, and a realtor, whether you're trying to purchase undervalued property that you can get for a discount, that you can get a hard money lender to loan you money on, 100% financed because you don't have an income or good credit. You're going to need to have a realtor who understands this game and is on your team, because if a real estate agent knows your situation, let's say you don't have a job, your credit score is horrible, they're going to say, how can you possibly buy a house? I don't know if I want to spend time working with you as a real estate agent, because it seems like it might be a waste of time. And if they don't know what you're trying to implement, yes, it definitely could be a waste of time. However, if they know that you're going to buy this house, fix it up, turn around and flip it, then they'll get the listing when you go to turn around and flip it, then obviously it's not going to be a waste of time at all. And so it's very important to have a real estate agent who's going to be on the same page as you. I've seen a lot of newer investors, they'll use a real estate agent and tell them, listen, I'm going to start flipping houses, I'm going to buy the property, we're going to turn around, fix it up, and turn around and sell it. And they get the real estate agent on board, but it takes longer than that investor thought it would to do their first deal. It takes them 6, 7, 8 months to find their first property. They've submitted a ton of offers. They've used their real estate agent to help them do that on a lot of the deals, a lot of the offers. And that real estate agent gets burnt out. And basically what ends up happening is that real estate agent decides they don't want to work with that investor anymore. And then what happens is, I've seen this time and time again, where the investor finally gets some momentum going and ends up doing a deal and a second deal and a third deal, and they start flipping houses regularly for a living, and had that real estate agent stuck through all of that. I've got buddies that are flipping 20 to 40 houses a year. I mean, think about being that listing agent. That's a lot of transactions coming down your pipeline if you work with individuals like this. So you got to go out and find a realtor. You're going to need a hard money lender. Again, this is not your typical lender. This is not Zions Bank. This is not Bank of America. This is not your loan officer over at Citywide or Intercap Lending or anything like that. Hard money lenders are a little bit different. But you will then need a loan officer like the guys at Citywide, like the guys at Zions Bank, like the guys at Intercap. You're probably, if you're just starting out, going to need a home inspector as well to help you kind of understand, the nuts and bolts of a home. I mean, we've all lived in houses, we grew up in houses, but what's behind the wall sometimes may be a mystery for a lot of people, where the ductwork goes, where the insulation goes, where the wiring goes, where the plumbing goes. So an inspector is going to be useful if you're purchasing a home to kind of help you understand what you're potentially trying to buy. Of course, you're going to need some contractors, going to need some attorneys, real estate attorneys, insurance agents, and then partners, right? Getting people involved, like we talked about, in our example earlier, Nate Lambert, leveraging a credit partner out of Colorado, right? Just leveraging partners to be able to go out and do larger volume. Now, the reality is, in the perfect world, if you could find power team of all these individuals, in my personal opinion, the best people to hire or bring on as far as your power team are people who also do what you do as far as real estate investing. Okay, if you've got an insurance agent who has a lot of rental properties, then he's probably researched which policies are going to be the best based off of his experiences of owning rental properties, so he can recommend that best policy to you. If you've got a real estate attorney who's got a bunch of rentals or flips houses, based off of his own experience of needing to protect himself, he probably has a lot of good wisdom he could share with you. If you've got a real estate agent who fixes and flips houses, a lender who fixes and flips houses, buys rental properties, etc., inspectors, contractors, all these people also invest in real estate. They have personal experience that they've adapted to, altered, pivoted to make their business better, that they could shortcut this process for you. So a great way to find these individuals as your, or I should say, a great way to narrow down who you want to work with as far as these individuals when you're building your power team is to ask them if they invest themselves, right? Now, that doesn't mean if they don't, they're going to not be a great fit, but if they do, it could definitely be a bonus.